Nikita did confirm that patch 12.11 is still coming this month, and we all know it's not coming with a wipe, so we can prepare for this. There's been a lot of patches where I haven't prepped for it, and I kind of got caught in the rain. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to save money, how to make a lot more money, and just in general, how my content creator brain is looking at prepping for this whole patch. There's a bunch of little things I'm doing to prepare for 12.11, so I'm just going to rant them all off to you guys, and if you like any of them, maybe you'll use them. If you don't, hey, at least you watched the video, and I really do appreciate it. So the first thing I definitely want to talk to you about is barter items. So anything that can fit in Lucky Scav junk boxes, we're going to talk about those items right now. I always have two junk boxes every wipe. One is just for stuff that I want to keep and I use maybe later on down the road. I know I'll use them for a barter eventually. Or I have another one called sell, and it's exactly like it sounds. I just put everything in this Lucky Scav junk box that I want to eventually sell. So instead of getting out of raid with 2 wires, selling them on the flea market, and then waiting and then going into another raid, getting another 2 wires, selling them on the flea market, I just wait until this thing's filled up, and then I do it all at once in one package deal. I even bought a 3rd Lucky Scav junk box today, and I'm probably going to fill it up, and I might even buy a 4th, but I'm not telling you or trying to brag about how many Lucky Scav junk boxes I'm going to have. That's not here or there. What I'm trying to get you to do is maybe think about waiting to sell everything on the flea market, and there's 2 really big reasons for this. So we're going to talk about green batteries first, and this is because this shows you a really good example of what I'm going to talk to you about with the first point. So if you look, for the longest time, green batteries were 15,000 rubles. As you can see, they never really changed. No one really cared for them. They're 15,000 rubles. But then they changed something in a barter, which was, of course, the Bitcoin. You needed it now for Bitcoins. And they shot up for one day to 102,000 rubles on average. Even the second day, they're at 63. But something that was so useless before, no one cared about, for a day, they shot up to 6 figures. Now, this wasn't in a patch. This was actually shadow patched in, but it still shows you what happens when something changes in the Tarkov economy, when, barters change, or what happens if new weapon parts, which 12.11 is going to bring, is barter only. With a patch like this that is going to be bringing in new guns, new weapon attachments, I can guarantee you some of these attachments and weapons are going to be locked behind barters. And what are people going to do that have hundreds of millions of rubles? They've been playing this game all wipe. They have a lot of disposable income. Do you think they're going to be like, oh, I need some AA batteries. I'm going to just go out and go find them. Most of the time, they're not. They're just going to pay the price that you put it up on the flea market for because they want to get their hands on it right away. And this goes especially for content creators because they want to get videos out day one of all the new stuff because everyone's interested in it. One of the best examples I have of this is when the new attachments came out for the Vepr Hunter. So the new attachment came out, this Rotor 43, and you needed 1 Nixer lens and 1 AA battery. Now Nixer lenses already are, they're more on the rare side of barter items, where AA batteries, they're so cheap, you can find them all the time, but because so many people needed them right away, AA batteries soared. I think I sold like 4 of them for like 60,000 in the first 60 minutes. I just went and found a whole bunch of AA batteries, and they were soaring anywhere from, I'm pretty sure, 50 to 80,000 rubles. So you're going to make a ton of money off a couple of items for sure. But trust me, all the other items are also going to net you a premium. And this is why right here. There's another really weird thing that happens with content patches that don't bring a wipe that I've noticed for a while now. If the patch itself takes 3 hours to upload to the servers, so the game's down for say 3 hours, that 3-hour window of buying and selling happens on the flea market within, the first hour, I would say, of the game being up again. So because everyone didn't buy what they needed, or they're looking for stuff they need for the new items. Or here's the other thing, a lot of players that haven't played in a while come back in and they're like, oh, I forgot I need this just for my hideout stuff. They start buying things. Prices soar for, I'd say, 30 minutes to about 60 minutes, where you're going to get probably 15 to 20% more for a lot of items. So we're guaranteed with this patch new guns to come out, and one of the new guns that I can't even tell you how excited I am. I'm ecstatic about it, is this new mutant gun. It's a 7.62 AR, and what I'm doing right now is I'm currently buying a bunch of 7.62 ammo whenever I can. I'm stocking up on it, and I'm also crafting a bunch of it and separating that from the stuff I buy from dealers. And the reason for that is, if people are really going to want to use this gun, which I know they will, BP ammo is going to skyrocket in price. I'm guaranteeing you it's going to be about 1,500 a ruble a round. I'm guessing. Right now it's 1,200, which is usually more than average. Actually, it's usually roughly 1,000 rubles a round. Right now it's a little high because it's the evening and you know, you get more money in the evening, but I'm guessing it's going to be around, if you know, you were to sell it around this time when patch is happening, you're going to get about 1,500 around. Now, this also brings up another point, to stock up not only on that type of ammo, but on every ammo you can or you really like. Because right now, if we were to go to mechanic, we can get APSX. Not a problem. There's so much of it. Where if this was a month and a half ago, this is already sold out. Right now, we can get any type of ammo. Like, it's like, look, M855A1, where's that? There's Blackout, there's M855A1 right there. It's usually sold out by now. So right now, you can get any ammo types at every trader reset. There's no issue. But when the patch drops, there's going to be so many people that come back to the game at least for 2 weeks, maybe just a week, but they want to play and use their favorite guns, that they're going to be buying all the ammo out, and you might be stuck having to use a gun you don't want to because you can't get ammo yet because the trader hasn't reset. So always be thinking about ammo in the back of your head just when you're playing, and being like, if you have some disposable income, maybe think about, okay, I really want to use the mutant a lot, so maybe I'll just grab a little bit extra 7.62, or maybe Geeks is right. Worst comes to worst, I sell it for, say, 1,200 rubles around this 7.62 BP, or maybe he's right and it does soar up to, say, 15 or 1,600. One other thing that I would finish if I needed to, or I would just get right now if I was thinking about it, is bigger barters. So let's take, for example, the sick case or the RR. If you want either one, I would, because it takes so many items, I would recommend you do it right now before the content patch drops. Because who knows, maybe this fuel conditioner is also for this new weapon part for the mutant. And now these are soaring in price. So I'm not trying to scare you and doomsday you, like be like, oh, the end's coming. All I'm saying is I think all the items for a few days are going to have a premium on them. So you're going to be paying cheaper for all the items you need for, say, the sick case or any bigger barters right now, rather than when the content patch does drop. There's something else I really want to make sure you guys know about, and that is coming with patch 12.11, and that is sights are changing. So they already said, you know, PK06 is way too OP and they want to change it. And I just want to show you 7 months ago what Nikita said on Reddit. So someone was saying remove sights from traders such as PK06 is not an effective way to change what people use. And that's a good point for sure. And even Nikita says, yeah, that's what we plan. Make other sites more valuable. PK06 is pure shit in real life, so we'll make it like it is in real life. So this is telling me two things. One, PK06 will probably be back to the traders once 12.11 drops. And the other thing is PK06 is going to be shitty soon. So right now, if you go try to get a PK06, it's roughly anywhere between 50 to about 60,000 rubles for one. And guess what? that's going to crash to the basement once 12.11 drops. So I'm not telling you to sell all your PKO6s in case 12.11 is a little bit delayed, but what I am telling you to do is if you're sitting on a couple found in raid PKO6s, it might be a good time to sell a few of them and maybe use another site that you do like, because when 12.11 comes out, guys, PKO6s are going to be trash. The biggest thing to come out of this content patch is going to be the factory expansion. That's the thing everyone's excited for. It's getting expanded, and also it's getting a boss. So everyone's really hyped to jump into factory. So if I were you and you had some factory quests to do, or some quests that you were focusing on getting done in factory because it's smaller, I would focus on those right now, because I can tell you that it's going to be bumping. It's going to be a lot bigger. There's going to be tons of more players on there, and there's a boss now on it. And the other thing I want to talk to you about is the factory key. So if you don't have one of these, I guarantee you should probably pick one up, because they're going to be really useful once factory becomes bigger. And I don't know anything, but I'm guessing there's still going to be a few factory exits that you can use with this key, and they're going to be all over the map, and it being bigger, it's going to be even more useful now. And the other thing is, if you find one in raid, don't sell it right away. Just wait. Yes, they don't sell for much, and to be honest, factory exit keys are pretty common in Tarkov, but I have a feeling they're going to go up a little bit in price. And you know what, even if they still stay around here, guess what, you'll still make 64,000 rubles. They're not going to go down, I'll tell you that much. They're not going to go down. All they're going to do is stay the same or go up, like say 10, 20, 30%. I'm not sure, I'm just throwing numbers out there, but all it's going to do is either stay 64,000 or it'll go up. So you holding on to selling a factory exit key or two isn't going to kill you, and that's why I have mine here. I'm just waiting to sell it. I know you guys aren't going to be able to do all this stuff. I know some of you have limited money, but I'm just telling you the things that I'm doing to prepare. And it's pretty much just coming down to hoarding things and just giving it a little more time before I'm selling, or buying a little extra now instead of later. I really hope this video helped at least a little bit. If you're doing anything differently than me, I'd love to hear it. I'm always open to suggestions and just ideas, because there's a ton of you guys, but there's only one of me. So thank you so much again for watching this video. If you liked it, think about giving it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel. It's free for you guys, but it does mean the world to me. Remember that. And also, I do stream 5 days a week on twitch.tv, and I'll be streaming a ton when patch drops. And yeah, until next time, guys, I'll talk to everyone later.